Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of December 2021. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Now, it is a very big one. The universe really wants to bring to a close a lot of larger themes of 2021 in this last month of the year. So I want to focus on some of the big lunar events taking place now. In particular, as we begin the month, on the 4th, we are going to bring eclipse season to a close with a powerful total solar eclipse taking place on the 4th of the month. Now, this eclipse is happening in a part of the sky for you that is rather intense. Eclipses themselves can carry an intensity all their own, and you add the fact that for you, this eclipse is taking place in a part of the sky that has to do with profound and meaningful change. It has to do with truth that transforms you. It has to do with you feeling as if you have a clearer understanding of what it means to begin again in some key way, or some clear understanding into yourself and your motivations. Now, this part of the sky also speaks to wealth, and that includes your relationship with financial institutions. And so on a more personal level, this total solar eclipse can bring with it a brand new perspective. The fact that we do have Uranus speaking with this eclipse adds to the wild card factor that eclipses bring. But we've also got a harmonious, stabilizing influence of Saturn, which does suggest that the realizations you have now change you for a very long time to come. They help you to move in a direction of greater maturity and responsibility and greater self-respect, the kind that you will likely cherish for a very long time to come. The other important element of this energy for a lot of Taurians out there, well, chances are you're going to have to pay attention to a financial matter. Again, this could be related to a financial institution, things like grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, scholarships, tax returns, benefits you qualify for. And so very quickly, you may have to be pursuing or looking into or following up on one of these matters. The great thing is, even if it feels as if something comes up rather quickly, also, we've got that stabilizing energy, which does suggest that you understand what steps to take to move towards results that create greater stability in your life in a way that I think you will like very much, and in a way that will benefit you well after this eclipse is over. Now, as we navigate later into the month, on the 18th, we will have this month's full moon. And this full moon takes place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with finances as well. It has to do with money you earn and money that you spend. It is also connected to matters having to do with self-esteem, having to do with self-worth. So here are some things to keep in mind with this full moon. The main thing is that we've got a supremely harmonious connection with Jupiter playing out. And what that suggests is positive developments. There's every reason for hope. But we've also got somewhat of a connection of tension with Neptune. And what that can speak to is some uncertainty and maybe not even realizing it, or maybe feeling as if you're not sure just how secure any opportunity is now, feeling as if your own fears are rising to the surface. And especially when it comes to your finances, that may be part of the picture here. And so the best thing to do really is to trust your inspiration and trust hope, but know that there may be some details there that you are overlooking. And yet that really is okay. Where it is that you're taking steps to move yourself towards greater prosperity and to also amplify a healthy sense of self-love, whether those are two different distinct things or whether they go hand in hand now. If you keep a more philosophical side of you at the forefront, you'll be able to make that much more of this time. We have this full moon speaking with Jupiter, and remember, Jupiter's at the very top of your sky. At the end of this month, Jupiter will leave this part of your sky, and this has represented career blessings for much of this year of 2021. Well, things are going to start to shift, but with these career blessings, you are still going to be encouraged to think big and to consider how it isn't just about what you're earning and what you're spending, but how it actually contributes to some higher, more loving vision for your life. The more optimistic you can be about that higher vision, or the more career-oriented you can be, well, the more likely it is you're able to bring forward some of the more positive qualities of the financial blessings of this full moon. The more it is that you are listening to your friends and asking them for their input, their advice, well, that's when doubt starts to set in. So stay focused on the things that you feel that you are here to do in this lifetime, even if it isn't so clear just yet, and you'll find your finances improving along with that greater visionary self. Now, where it comes to matters of love, the very big news is Venus retrograde. Now, I do have preview horoscopes up on my Instagram account, and so I will link to those below, and be on the lookout. Yes, a Venus retrograde season horoscope is coming on my YouTube channel soon, and so I hope that you enjoy that. Having said that, this Venus retrograde season is a big one, and December is the peak month of this larger Venus retrograde season. And with this Venus retrograde season, you are being asked to look at a more optimistic sense of what love can be and what the nitty-gritty reality is actually showing you. This month is an intense one, and that is because Venus will spend most of this month hand in hand with Pluto, officially going retrograde on December 19th. And that is going to represent a very karmic time. This whole month really represents a moment where you are being asked to expand your horizons in the context of love, but also know that things can be complicated even as you approach them with optimism. So if it is that you are open to meeting someone new, well, look, this is all about the international love. It can feel very intense now, especially meeting someone very different than you've known before, whether it's a different religion or ethnicity, or they're from a different country. These are some possible scenarios here that ultimately open you in new ways, but also stir you very deeply. There's an awareness of where there may be factors there that you are not aware of, that you are not in control of. And yet there's also a sense that you want to understand what learning is here for you. And if you trust those lessons, wow, this is going to be one of these crash courses where it comes to staying philosophical in love, knowing that things can change, and that really is okay. For those of you just starting to date somebody, this month can represent a time of differences and having to address them. Differences of background, of religion, of worldview even. So it may not even be something that seems as aesthetic as just ethnic background, but it could be that this person has very different political views than you. And you have to look at how you really feel about whether or not you want to navigate forward with them. But for all that, if it is that this hasn't felt very intense or core moving, it could be that someone new shows up right about now, and that may have you going in a whole other direction. For those of you in an established bond, this could be a time when it feels like either you or your partner is on a philosophical search, and it may leave one or both of you questioning in some way. The questioning may be personal, but it can't help but affect the relationship as well. Whatever answers one is seeking, ultimately, each one of us, even those in established bonds, are on our own journey. And so navigating this time while staying open to the fact that you have to allow yourself or your partner to be true to themselves as they're learning about what it is and how it is they're evolving in terms of their own beliefs, while being patient with that process for the both of you is part of understanding how to best navigate forward. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It's a very powerful month. We've got big astrological events taking place more and more as we move towards the end of the month. Christmas Eve, Saturn square Uranus, that I spoke about in the year ahead video for you. Christmas Day, we're going to have Venus and Pluto exact conjunct. And then we get to the 29th, Mercury gets into shadow, Jupiter changes signs. So there's so much happening in this very consequential time. And yet, for all that, there's you, hopeful, open. There's you truly transforming on very deep levels. And where it is that you are staying honest with you, well, the changes now will move you towards greater authenticity, stability, and self-respect as well. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every single week for every single sign for as low as just $3 a month with choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. At NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, you get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Link is in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.